listening to some of the subsequent feeds that you guys will get today. This one's called Must Let the Show Go On. Pebbles isn't necessarily being a bitch. She's just letting Leo know, you know, he's ours. You may get him once, but we got him all the time. He's our dog. And they're kind of letting him know that. This is our alpha, and he's just doing a favor. My animals are intelligent. He's just doing a favor for Eddie. Eddie came over and asked him to do this. But he's ours, and so don't get used to this. Animals, it's like a girlfriend, man. You know he's just helping you out, that he's mine. You may have got him once, but I got him all the time. That's what my animals are like. I didn't even realize it until this morning. I went out, and I'm listening to that, and I'm letting him out, and Sylvester's skittish, and I'm like, it's all right, he's not there, he's in his cage. You just smell him outside. There's a big dog smell outside. Holy shit. So Smitty comes up to the door, I go, he's in his cage, he was just out there. Smitty goes right out. Oh, okay. I just talked to him and let him know everything was okay, because Zeke was still tripping. He was in my yard and he pissed. I got to get out there and piss on where he pissed on. Motherfucker. So he puts me back out and he's like, he pissed on the gate right here when he was next to us. He's out there barking and pissing. He's yelling at Leo. He stopped now, but he said, you motherfucker came and pissed on my fence. Pissing back. I had to kick your ass. That's what he's doing right now. You came and flexed in my yard. I'm pissed off at you. And the cats are all, you were in our yard, you fucker. They might even make a trip over there today just to get Leo riled up. Hey, you came in our yard and pissed. How are we going to come back in here? Smitty will go piss in his yard for Zeke. Moy Kitty and Sylvester. Sylvester don't leave the house that much. Moy Kitty, she covers this whole area. She's a badass. But she can't stay in because she marks. She's more a badass than Pebbles is in a lot of ways. Yeah, she is, because she's got her front claws and she's a hunter and stuff. Pebbles, it's weird. Pebbles is a badass. She just doesn't have her claws. If she had her claws, oh my God, that cat would be vicious. she's just something special. It's just cat and dog world, you know, so you listen and watch it. As human beings, we can evolve past cat and dog world. We have better communication skills, better social skills, and better management skills, even than them. They won't eat till they won't go. That dog that my dad shot, the one I told you guys about that in that parable that I told you, the story about the strike of the neck of the infidel, I was about 7, and I came out, my dad had my mom's Browning 22 and was standing there with the rifle kind of down to his side with his head down and looking at me. There's just carnage everywhere. A pit bull had jumped over. He found a place to jump over into the pen where we had a feeding trough, jumped over into the chicken coop, got in and just started killing them all. Not eating them, just killing them. He was just having a good time doing it. My dad came out and looked at him, and came outside, looked at what he was doing, went inside, grabbed his rifle. He sit there and looked at the dog. The dog looked at him and then started trying to jump up and climb out, but he didn't have a box to jump off of, like he did to get in. And he kept going, and he was tired because he just spent time filling 20-plus chickens. And he turned around and he looked at my dad, and he finally just looked at him and resolved himself to fate. My dad shot him right between the eyes. He said, I wanted that dog to feel what he put those chickens through, because he killed them 20. So he killed, imagine the horror in that last chicken. Dad analyzed it and felt all the death and what the dog had put the chickens through. He killed 20-plus chickens. And he started with one and then worked his way down up. Started with the weakest and went to the strongest. Yeah, it's just cruel and vicious. So my dad was standing there, and he's like, if he just jumped in and grabbed a couple or two, I could just ate one or two, because he's hungry. I actually even could let him out. But I can't just live with an animal that just kills to kill. He's explaining that to what happened to his 7-year-old kid, who's standing there looking at dead, bloody chickens and a dead dog. It's just carnage everywhere. It's just, when you're a 7-year-old kid, that's just like, wow, all our chickens are dead, and there's that dead dog in the chicken coop. It's just carnage. And you're just like, whoa. And Dad's standing there with the rifle. It's deep. You're just like, whoa. My kids haven't seen anything like that. I don't know how the kids, they've seen it on TV, but I don't know how they'd be able to handle it in actual reality. Like kids see every day in the Middle East, you know, and in Mexico and other places where, rather in the ghetto, where violence is just commonplace. Where you go to funerals a lot because you're home, you guys. It's like what Guru's talking about darkness, Wallachia chaos. This is quite fucked up and happens a lot. It can happen a lot, and we didn't even get to turn the place out. Did you come to hear me, son, or did you come to what was going on? And he just sizes the guy up for his chain, and he looks up, and he's going to get a rep. And he's just like, okay. And then nobody messes with me. And then I run this block. You're a thug and an extortionate? Yup. But then the system, that one of the rap that they have, and the guy, these two faggots came over and told me, you know, they call them that because they sell it. They basically refer to them as dick suckers. Suck the big boss's dick, you know, to get paid and all that. Not all cops are that way, though. You can't, that's POC 101, you know. It's just like a gang, man. You know, some of them are bought and sold and crooked, and some of them are very legit and very, do it for the right reasons to make their world a better place and protect their hood, man. Some cops are some of the best men you've ever met on the face of the planet. And they have to live, and a lot of them eat their gun. Because it's so hard to live in this hell that's created through this distortion-based irrational society, man. It's hard. That's why I get you guys to try to respect your beliefs. Only a peewit judges a man by the group or the group by the man. Alright? Just because there's a crooked cop doesn't mean they're all crooked. Just because there's a good cop doesn't mean they're all good. Just because there's a mindless drone criminal thug killing to get a rep, man in the streets part of a gang. Gangstar is a gang, and Guru was the head of that gang, and he was nothing like those guys that would kill somebody for a gold chain for a rep. Premier and the rest of those guys and Nas, they ain't nothing like that. They ain't nothing like that at all. They're a gang that gets together to try to do right by their hood and rise above. Those guys that did whatever they had to do to get up, the NWAs and the Ice Cubes and the Dr. Dre's and stuff and the Snoop Dogs, had to draw attention. It's good drama and it sells. And then they try to promote their hood, give to their hood, put back in their hood and make it a real hood. That they, you know, look at Nas. I can be what I want to be if I work hard enough. You know, I can do this. I can rise above this. Chris Jasper. Boom, 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 boom. Super bad. I'm super bad. He wrote that. He could be cool. It's the coolest cut on the whole album. The bass line is tough and tight. I'm growing up on the south side. What's my name? The little kid, Super Bad. He's super bad. He took the super baddest bass and riff and lyrics and smooth and everything. He made it a song for little kids to go to school and get out of the ghetto and empower their hood so they could be better people and not live in this perpetual mad poverty. That's super bad. That's even more super bad than James Brown. But nobody ever recognized Chris Jasper for that song. It was my favorite. I used to put it on and then, what are you doing playing that one for? It's my favorite song on the whole album. Boom. You gotta admit the bass on that is tight. He comes up with boom, boom, boom. It's, God, I love that song. Super bad. We gotta empower our children to be super bad. And do it for the people and do it for their planet and do it for their mama and their father. Honor their mother and father. The spirit of life and the foundation of the clay life of life's sacrifice that we all get our pleasures and pains from. We can have more pleasure than pain all day, every day. All day. Down at the beach or party in town. Making love or just riding around. Let's have a picnic, go to the park. Rolling in the grass till long after dark. I'm trying to save you all from. I was slipping into darkness when I heard my mama say, what you say, what you say? You've been slipping into darkness. Pretty soon you're gonna pay. Yeah, mamas know. You do wrong by the family. You do wrong by the people. You do wrong by your planet. You don't get up every day and tell her she's lovely. Take care of her, honor her, regard her, and respect her. You'll be slipping into darkness, and pretty soon you're gonna pay. Knock it off. I'm trying to help you. This isn't irrational, superstitious mookism. It's got a lot of science, man. We're observational scientists. We realize that if we fuck over our environment, it fucks back. Yep, it's simple stuff, man. You fuck shit up, it fucks you up. It's 1 and 1 is 2. We're observational scientists. They're observational scientists, man. I told you about Patrick's grandfather, King Shelby Henry, man. Did you know that flies fly backwards when you... How'd you know this? Did you watch it on the... Nah, he didn't watch the Discovery Channel. He was a big, dumb black guy that had nothing else to do. He was stupid and big and dumb, so he'd sit and watch things. And he noticed when he tried to kill them with the fly swatter that they flew backwards away from the... Yeah. And so he was learning all these things because they're watching. They got the eyes, and then he watched their eyes, and man, they've got like eyes in the back of their heads. And what can they do? They got those big old eyeballs. They can see peripheral vision, and they can see the whole things. So that's how the fly is so fast and avoid you. He's just like, crap. How'd you learn that from? Where'd you learn that from, Patrick? Papa Shelby. Where'd he learn it? He just watched it when he was a kid. He used to tell me that all the time with certain things that he learned from Papa Shelby. Where'd you learn that from? Dogs do this, and where'd you learn that from? Papa Shelby. He watched it when he was a kid. He tells me about being a kid. Why do you think Patrick loves Papa Shelby so much? The three original kings, Shelby, Patrick, and Anthony. Yeah, it's cool, man. The original pimps. That's what they call themselves, the pimps, you know. In the ghetto, that's a king, man, because the pimp has the long ride, the long bank, it has the hose, checking the hose. Man, it's just stupid, but it's just the way it out, because it's hard out here for a pimp when he's trying to make money for the rent. Patrick connects to that culture. That's his grandpa, man. That's his uncle. It's his nephews. It's his cousins. You ain't black. I'm black enough to be treated like shit like you, only I got treated like shit by both ends. I'm too light, so I think I'm better than you, and you treat me like shit. And I'm too dark to be as good as them, so they treat me like shit. So I'm stuck in between, getting shit from both sides. I'm my own fucking personal shovel. You guys don't know how to bring this stuff, man. You got to figure out from all sides of the perspective and all sides of the fence, man. You got to go all Harper Lee and Atticus Finch to work and display the real world of this and how to live with this and live with that and live with this, y'all. It's really interesting stuff, man. The show has to go on because you guys require it. You're going to have to eliminate your money-based value systems in order to save yourself from yourselves. You're extorting each other to live, and in your extortion and your cruel irrationality, you're destroying your means to your existence. Your destruction of your own planet is because you extort to live here. You make us exchange rocks, paper, plastic, and it's just obvious, man. It's just as clear as a bell. Ding, 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 ding. All the stuff that you make and you honor so much creates toxins. It's ruining your soil and making it impossible to eat food. So you'll be able to drive your car, but you'll have no food to eat. So the car will be able to have stuff that it'll be able to exist on, but you won't. So you'll regulate yourselves to a toxic planet with a bunch of vehicles and cars and things like that to be happy with, but you won't have good air to breathe. You'll evolve into something a little bit more roach-like. Yeah, that's what me and the brother we're talking about, the one that's married to the beautiful Navajo woman. He said, roaches do a real good job of surviving. They sure do. Insects. You'll evolve yourself back to the insects. She typically eats you after she mates with you, so she'll live by herself. The woman will dominate. Yeah, like on Alien. We've already covered this like 14 times. You prefer Adam and Eve? I prefer Adam and Eve style. She don't eat my head. She does go all grizzly and chew my head off sometimes. I'm sorry, baby girl. If I can explain to you why I did it, will you not chew my head off and give me a head rub and make my head just the happiest place in the world when I get to watch you do what you do, you just keep on using me till you use me up, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure I'm using you to do the things you do, to do the things you do. You know what I'm saying, baby girl, please? Can you stop from chewing my head off short, because I'm baby girl, please? Let me see heaven again. Oh, man, stop chewing my head off. You know you love me. Oh, come on, man. You know how it is, y'all. Oh, come on. This is me. This is the me I get to be when I get to be around my girl, and I don't have to act like Junior Cleaver every time I'm up around folks. You have to be different from my mommy and my pops so you can fit in. Can't I just be me, baby girl? Come on. Oh, hi, mama. How you feeling? All right. Hey, pops. Want to go again? All right, let's go. Okay. I get to be myself. This is fun. I'll be stupid when I'm around the kids. That's when I break out the old stupid Earl. Yeah, stupid little Earl. Yeah, I turn into a little kid around the kids. Well, Can you do Pete Puma too? All right, let's do Pete Puma. It's
Yeah, that's a double Pete Puma Wooma Whamma Bama Slamma. We like to watch cartoons. Yeah, let's pop some popcorn. I like kettle corn, my favorite. Doesn't give me a headache. No, I had some codeine yesterday. It helped with some of my revelations. I believe it made me go back in time. No, I don't drink wine. I drink grape juice. It's called codeine. And the Greeks drink it too. It gives us a connection between the water, the earth, and the fruit, and the vine. It helps us because the vine extends through all the people and all this stuff, and it doesn't give me a headache. Now, wine, it's fermented, gives me a headache. Yeah, I don't like it. I like it. I prefer live drink rather than dead. I prefer a live woman rather than a dead one. I prefer a live brother rather than a dead one. You're killing yourself expeditiously with all your carbon emissions and your narcotics. I need to love you back to life. Patrick is dead, I'm dead. Love you back to life. Okay. Break on through to the other side. You know the date, break on through to the playing side. Break on through to the other side. Night divides the day, break on through, y'all. There's a killer on the road. His mind is squirming like a toad. You give this man a ride, sweet memory will die. Don't, girl, you gotta love your man. Life for you depends on life. Yeah, if you love your man, that means life will never end. Gotta love your man. Take a holiday, let your children play. Stay away from that killer on the road. His mind is squirming like a toad. He's become less than a man because he's forgotten who he is, man. Park your car, love your woman. Girl, you gotta love your man. Riders on the storm, to this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone and a, actor, Got it? The Lizard King has some pretty good perspectives, man. My sister really got into Jim Morrison when she was in rehab. A lot of the kids hipped her to the Doors, and she came back really into the Doors. I got into him, man. Damn, brother's deep. Dun, 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 dun. Robbie wrote that. The guitar player wrote Light My Fire. Yeah, Robbie Krieger wrote it. Yeah, he wrote that one. I like them all. I like Light My Fire. It's one of my favorites. Riders on the Storm got on my nerves because of that whole part about the kill on the road. But then when I listened further and realized, girl, you gotta love your man. Telling you to stay away from those evil people and love your man. It's a good song, man. I like LA Woman too. I didn't realize how much, but she's in a tough spot, and she has never saw a woman so alone, but I love you. They say I never loved you. You know they are a liar. Driving down your freeway. Man, I love that, man, the Doors. My sister Patrice hit me into the Doors, man. I would have never really listened to them. She got into them, and I wanted to relate to my sister, see if she was going through some deep-ass shit. She told me about them. She read a book on them. No one gets out of here alive, which is true. It's like, oh, my God, he's going to die. No, it's the truth. Everybody dies. You live, you die. It's part of the circle of living and dying, but you're all not really alive until you recognize the essence of life. Don't worry about it, like Guru told his nephew. Our essence is divine, son. Don't worry about me. Just remember you're a king. He's so cool. He loves his nephew. God, he loves that young man. You can see why on the video he made about his uncle. It's way cool. He's beautiful. He's a spark of life. He's a descendant of royalty. He knows who he is. It just hurts. He misses his uncle so much. His uncle was so cool. He's a hero, Well, he's a lot of people's hero, man. Guru's a lot of people's hero, just like Pac is. And if you want to be a hero, you got to act like a hero, So you got to act like Shakespeare. If you want to be that hero, you got to live the words. His words were amazing. They were, man. Shakespeare is the reason why we still read Shakespeare today and hold him in such high reverence. He's a similitude of Mom. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Just check the technique. They can check it on a supercomputer. Oh my God! But those irrational. Yeah, no. A lot of people don't understand and follow Shakespeare completely. The mathematics and the scripture is just—he's telling you. Oh, that was one I forgot about today. God, it was in one of the surahs and covering in the Quran. God, what was it about? Let me go do one more before we get going, and we'll do that. I'll try to figure it out. Shoot, maybe I can think of it here real quick. It was right there, and it was a beautiful math calculation and explanation in the Quran that a lot of people misinterpret. Oh, fiddle, I can't remember. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll see. We'll have to pray on it. Blessings and peace, man. I love you. Let's load these up and get these started, and let's get the show on the road today. And we'll continue this show till you guys show up. We'll see what I can do. I'm not panicking. I'm just trying to. It's game plan, man. They've got a game plan. I have to roll with their game plan and what they're going to do. I'm reacting to their cowardice. All right? Blessings and peace. Love you too.